Oh my gosh, you guys, look at my boobs. I swear it's the bra because look, I swear my boobs are I swear they're not that big. Okay, so hi everyone, welcome back to my video. So today I'm gonna do the video that I literally have been like dragging to do for like I want to say like a month. I said I was gonna be doing it, and I know some of you guys have been asking me to post my like one month post-op, to post my 3-month post-op. I'm officially 3 months and like 2 weeks, I believe. I'm kind of lost with this video because I feel like I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna answer some questions. So I'm gonna start off with what I got, and I did get a BBL and I did get a boob job. As you guys can see, I did get 2 procedures in one. When I was researching both procedures to be done on YouTube, I literally found just like one video on it. I think it was just one video. So I know the struggle of like looking into if you can get both done, and the answer is yes. It just depends on your doctor. It depends on your body. It depends on like if you can handle it, basically. It depends on lab work. It just depends on a lot of things. Because recovery is, I believe, like twice as hard because it's just literally your whole body. Who did my surgery? Dr. Aldo Perez. He is in Cuernavaca, Mexico. I will link his Instagram down below. My doctor is a board certified surgeon. He does travel to Colombia every year for like this annual like plastic surgery like exam, like reevaluation thing. So that's good to know if you guys were interested. So how did I find my doctor? How do you know if you're choosing the right doctor is a question. I found my doctor through my aunt. So I feel like my story is a little different than everyone else's because I did go to Mexico, and I know a lot of people that want to get their body done, they go to Dominican Republic or Colombia, but I went to Mexico. And I feel like Mexico, there's like, here living in the US, a lot of people are like, don't go to Mexico, like it's so bad. What happened is my aunt got she got the BBL done, and I had been researching BBL for like 2 years before I heard she got a BBL. And literally, like, I was like not expecting to do it anytime soon because the BBL here in LA is like 10 to like 30 grand. Like, that's how much it can be. So I was just like always watching videos, but I like knew I wasn't gonna get it anytime soon. But when she told me she got it, I was like, oh my god. I just got so excited, and I told her, okay, if you're not dead within a year, like, I'm gonna get mine done. And she sent me kind of like more info, and she would update me. I did research him, I did see his work online, so that was good. I did see my aunt, and my aunt is a nurse, and she said she would be in the operating room with me if I did get it done. And yes, she was in there with me, so I feel like that was a big relief for me as well. But basically, I went to the consultation in Mexico, so I was like kind of risking it all. I like was preparing everything, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna get my surgery done until I met the doctor. And the reason why I wanted to feel comfortable with the doctor is because I have been to a few consultations here just for a boob job though, and the 2 times that I did go to the consultations, I did not feel comfortable at all. But thank God when I went there, I felt 100% comfortable. Like, I knew he was the doctor, and it wasn't just because I was excited. Yes, I was super excited, but at the same time, I wasn't gonna risk my life just because surgery here is like way more affordable, you know? So I did meet him. I did look at his office. Like I talked about in my last video, his office, his staff, everyone was like so good. His office was so clean, aesthetically pleasing. It was just like, I knew this was like the doctor for me. He's actually one of the best doctors there in that city. And just meeting him and me having that contact and conversation with him, that was just like how I knew he was gonna be my doctor. Well, that was a long one. Is my eyelash like, guys, can someone teach me how to put on lashes? Oh, another big question that I get all the time is how much was my surgery. For my whole surgery, it was 4 grand. 4 grand. Super affordable. I know it's kind of scary to like go to a place that is so cheap to be skeptical about, but yes, my surgery was $4,000. I want to say in total with everything it added up to like 5,000, I want to say. And it would have been way more if I would have hired a nurse, and if I would have like had to stay at a hotel, or you know, if I had to pay for a place to stay. And I did stay there after my surgery. I did stay there for 3 weeks, so that would have definitely added up. So what size was I before? Before, I want to say I was like, I honestly don't really know, because I didn't really wear bras ever. Like I always wore either sports bras or just like I didn't wear a bra. I was a size 36A, 34B, around there. I was very small. I was very flat. Honestly, I actually did like my boobs. Like I really did enjoy them, but I've been wanting a boob job since I was like 14. Literally since I was 14, I always told myself I'm gonna get a boob job. I'm gonna get a boob job. When I was 18, I went to the consultations. Like I always wanted a boob job. What size am I now? How many cc's did I get? Now I am a 34 double D or 36 double D. And I did get 415 cc's of silicone implants. Do you need to gain weight for a BBL? Okay, your doctor, that should be like kind of based on your doctor. My mistake is that I gained too much weight. I literally took advantage because I was like, I'm gonna get my fat taken off, so who the hell cares? I'm gonna eat whatever I want. And I gained 20 pounds. 20 pounds is actually a lot. And I wish I didn't, because if I didn't, not only would I have better results, but now I feel like I still have to lose that weight. Because just because you go into surgery doesn't mean you lose the weight. You still, that weight just goes like somewhere else. It just gets like placed somewhere else. Before my surgery, I am 5 feet and 3 inches and a quarter. And my normal weight is 140, 145. But for surgery, I went up to 165. And I probably was good at 140, 145. I would have been perfect. My waist would have been smaller. I wouldn't have the problem of now I have to lose a little, like I have to lose like 15 pounds now. So yeah. Would I recommend going overseas for surgery? Yes and no. And the reason is because it might be cheaper overseas, but at the same time, the price that the doctor gives you is just for the surgery. You need to think about medications. You need to think about where you're gonna stay. You need to think about flights, and you need to think about all of that. So at the end of the day, it will add up to around the same. Because for me, luckily, I was able to stay at my aunt's house, and my aunt is a nurse, so she took care of me. If you don't have that privilege, like, you're gonna have to find somewhere to stay. You're gonna have to hire a nurse, and it will add up to around the same. Also, another advantage of doing it overseas, doctors usually overseas, am I saying it right? Overseas, will give you more of the dramatic look. Most doctors here like to stay very natural. Now with my doctor, he actually does not do dramatic looks. He does aesthetic, natural looks, nothing crazy. At one point I did want like that crazy body, but he just said that my legs are like a little skinny for that like big butt. Like I don't want to look like, you know, that aunt, like I'll insert a picture here. I don't want to look like this. So I'm thinking about getting a second surgery to go bigger, but for now I'm good. I feel like I have that very natural look. I've gone out and there's people that have asked me if like that's my real butt, and some people think it just looks really natural. So yeah, I think I'm going off topic, huh? Prepping for surgery, what to bring. If you're doing it here close to home, you don't really have to bring much, but if you are traveling, what I brought was a lot. Okay, I brought a bunch of like like gym clothes, which is great, but make sure you bring loose clothes, because trust me, like I couldn't bend down for like a whole week. I couldn't even like pull my pants up. Like bring loose clothes, bring clothes you're gonna dirty, because you will be draining. Like I would stain all my clothes. I have like, I would wet it, I would stain it. I would say bring pads. I'm sure you can like look up a video, because there's a lot of supplies. Or if you guys want me to do a video on that, I can. Yeah, so just let me know. What tests, labs did you do before? So basically your doctor gives you your labs, but when I was in Mexico, I did have to go to electrograms. I had to get an electrogram, I had to go through to a cardiologist, I had to go to do labs, and remember that comes out of your own pocket, so it does add up. How it felt going under. So I got my IV put in. I'll insert a clip. I got my IV put in, and then after that I had my compression socks on, and no piercings, none of that. Okay, I'm just gonna explain the process. So then I went in the room, I laid down, the doctor marked me up, I laid down, I waited for the anesthesiologist who was there to monitor your heart and just to add more if you're like waking up or whatnot. And then okay, and then I did get an epidural. I don't know if they do that in the US or if it's just like overseas, but I did get an epidural. I had no idea I was gonna get that. So I literally, you just like curl up in fetal position and they inject it through your spine. Honestly, it just was like a pinch to me. That didn't hurt at all. So then this part, I was kind of getting like anxious, very anxious, because I wasn't like knocked out yet. The surgery table is a very thin table. Like you're literally just like, it's very thin. So I was laying down. They had just injected me with the epidural. And so I felt my legs numb. Like my whole body started to feel numb. And inside me, I was like, I think I was getting like an anxiety attack, because I was like, oh my God, I just want to knock out. Like, what about if I just want to run? I can't feel my legs. Like I can't get up and run. And me like having the feeling of not being able to feel my legs and not being able to get up and move freaked me out so much. I was getting anxiety. So I just laid there, and the doctor finally was going to put the anesthesia through the IV. So I was just laying there, and as he was doing it, I was like, oh my God, thank God. Okay, so I was laying there, the other guy was cleaning my skin, and I was getting anxiety, and literally like that's all I remember. Like I just knocked out. I don't remember anything. Now when I woke up, I don't remember, like I don't have any visual, but I remember I had my mom on the phone, because my mom was here home and I was in Mexico, so she was just so worried. So I remember I was like, yeah Mom, I'm okay, and literally that's it. I don't remember anything until the next morning. This was like crazy. The next morning I got up, I needed to go to the restroom, and it was crazy because I even though I was still like on medication, I felt like so tired, and like so like my whole body just felt like so sore. And I asked the nurses to take me to the restroom, and actually my aunt ended up taking me to the restroom. So I slowly got up. As I was getting up the bed, I literally wanted to faint, so I had to sit down for a few minutes. And after that, we walked over with my IV, like we walked over to the restroom, and I felt like shit. Like I felt like crap. Like I felt really bad. And then I started going to the restroom, and I looked down and I told my aunt, I'm like, I'm on my period. Like there's so much blood coming out. Like I'm on my period, because I didn't get my period and I had to get it any minute. So I was like, I am on my period. Like there's so much blood everywhere. I was just like grossed out, and I don't know if she cleaned me. I don't know what happened. I just went back to bed, and then had to go to the restroom again like in a few hours. And I remember I got up and I thought I was on my period, so I was like asking someone for a tampon or something, and it turns out that wasn't my period. That was just like my body draining out the blood or whatever it was. But that was like pretty scary. I don't even remember like this question. I feel like this is just gonna be me freaking talking, and if you want to hear, you could hear. But oh, another question is, were you scared of waking up during surgery? Yes, I was scared, because I didn't know how it would feel. And a few days later after my surgery, my aunt told me that I actually was like, I was laying down and I was like getting up. Like in the middle of my surgery, I was getting up. So then they had to put more medication in me to knock me out, but I don't remember that part. Could you have stayed awake if you would have tried, or is it impossible when you're getting put down? Is it getting put down? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. No, it's like impossible for you to stay up. Is it like you're getting sleepy or you're wide awake to instantly out? Yes, it's you're wide awake to instantly out. At least for me, that's how it was. So another big question, my biggest question was, how do you sleep after BBL and a boob job? Now, a lot of doctors online, like I mentioned in my last video, say you can't be on your butt with a BBL. You can't sit on it, you can't lay on it, you will kill your fat. Now, there was a few doctors from Beverly Hills that I read online that said if you're doing the right technique, you can sit on your butt right away. Now, this freaked me out because when I was in the consultation with my doctor, he said I would be able to sleep on my butt if I got both. Either way, if I just got my BBL, I would be able to sleep on my butt. Now, the whole trip, I feel like my whole recovery, I had anxiety because every time I was on my butt, I was like, oh my god, I'm killing my fat, I'm killing my fat, I'm killing my fat. The whole freaking trip, I was like that. And I would use like kind of like a BBL pillow, but it wasn't really a BBL pillow, and it would still touch my butt. I don't know, I was just super anxious, but my doctor said I was able to sleep on both. But you can sleep on your side, but my doctor didn't want me to sleep on my side because he'd feel that I would like maybe flip over and like pop one of my boobs. How did I sleep? I legit slept like this for a month. I slept sitting up for a month and a half. I slept like that, and the whole month I couldn't sleep right. Like I literally, it was kind of like, that was a little hard. I believe the sleep, the recovery was more hard than the surgery, definitely. You get massages or drainage, because I know it's different here in the US. Yes, I got draining, I got massages with my draining, and I got carbotherapy injections. So I got all three of those, and let me tell you, so painful, so painful. I feel like I have a high pain tolerance, but those things, like other girls that were in there getting those massages, they would scream and yell of pain. Me, I was more like like I just made a lot of noises, just like I didn't want to be dramatic, but it hurts so bad because you literally just got fat sucked out of there. Like you literally just got stabbed in there with like sticks and needles, and it's just like you're so sore, and then they're like literally like squishing it, like it's like if they're like punching you and then they're bringing it down because they're trying to like make sure everything is flat. I did get 10 sessions of each. I got 10 sessions of massages and draining, and then I got 10 sessions of carbotherapy. So if you guys want to know what carbotherapy is, it's basically I put it in my last video. I'll insert like what it is here, like a little, and do you guys want to see a clip of it? I'll probably insert a clip of it here. Basically it's like carbon dioxide, and they insert it in you with a little needle, and it burns so freaking bad. It burns for like 30 seconds and then it goes away, but then they massage it into you and you feel it burning. It's like, it's horrible. When I was getting it done, I was like, I'd rather just be fat, like stop it. But yeah, I did survive through all of it, and it was like so hard. But massages are very important, and I feel like doctors here don't emphasize that. Like they just don't. And draining here, it's different. They insert a tube and your body just drains it out. But what my doctor said is he doesn't do that just because your body, like the liquid sticks in there, or the rest of the liquid sometimes doesn't come out, and when you drain and massage, everything comes out, and you're just kind of like molding your skin, like your body at the same time. What to eat afterwards? I stuck to eating fruit. Like I literally ate fruit every day because everything else disgusted me. Like I couldn't eat meat, I couldn't eat anything too heavy. I sticked with fruit, like just fruit. And I think that's pretty bad because you're supposed to, like, you know, put more nutrition into your body, but I couldn't. What medications did you take? You know what the crazy thing is, I didn't do any narcotics. I do have some narcotics from when I broke my head. I have some, I think it's Norco, and I took them over there just in case, like I was gonna get the same medication, I wouldn't buy it. And I took it one time and never again through the trip, never again through my recovery, because one of all, it didn't help. Like it didn't help. It got me nauseous, so I was like throwing up, and I literally was just like on Tylenol or ibuprofen, one of those two, throughout the whole surgery. That's the most I got, and that's what my doctor recommended. The boob drops feel afterwards. So afterwards, it felt like I had bricks put in my boobs. Like it legit felt like bricks because they were very hard and they were heavy. Like they just felt so heavy. I think they're actually 2 pounds, so, but they just felt so heavy. I wasn't used to having not even like medium boobs, so this was like a big change for me. They felt heavy, they felt hard, they felt so sore. I wasn't able to lift my arms for, I want to say, like almost 2 weeks, and for a few months I did have to massage them. I did have to massage my boobs for like 3 months. How my stomach felt, the lipo, it did feel very, it felt very sore. And part of my stomach, I still can't even feel a little of the sides. It feels kind of numb, and that's totally normal because in the beginning it all felt numb, and now I can feel most of it. It's just like a few spots. My butt was one thing that surprisingly didn't hurt, and just up to like a few weeks ago, if you like touched it or slapped it, it would still feel very sore. So I think the best word to describe everything is just a lot of soreness, like a lot of soreness. So I want to show you guys some videos of how I looked. So I'm gonna insert here a clip of my 1 month. I still was very bloated. I was very bloated until, I want to say, like 2 months after. Like, okay, this is like the only bathing suit top that will kind of fit. This used to fit kind of even loose. But yeah, this is how they look. I really like them. I did mention to you guys that my arms were not lipo, so I'm kind of sad about that, but I'm gonna work it out. And with those injections, they did go down 1 inch already. But yeah, this is how I'm looking at one. Like my stomach wouldn't go down, it just was so bloated, and I was wearing garments. Do you guys want to see those? Maybe I can show them to you guys. Guys, I did have another garment that I bought off my doctor. Honestly, I did not like that garment. I felt like it squished my butt, and I felt like it was just like it wasn't giving it that bubbly look. I felt like it kind of did squeeze it. So I did go off after a few weeks, and I did buy a new one. I went through 3 different garments, so my body did swell down a lot. Now this garment, my doctor said I have to use it for 3 months during the day and 6 months at night. So this is it right here. This is actually from Colombia. I did find it on Amazon. I did buy this in Mexico though, and I just love how the butt, I know it's like kind of messed up already because I've been using it for like 3 months every day. The butt, I love how it has a stretchy material, so your butt is like not compressed. And then on the legs here, it's not long, because if you have like bigger legs, my other one, it was longer, and it would squeeze my thighs. It was just so uncomfortable. The only thing about this one is if you do need to go number 2, you need to take it off, which is like kind of annoying, but at the same time I do like that better because it won't get dirty. So I'll link this down below. This is like my all-time favorite. Like I love this one. Now this one, I did buy it at the doctor's office. This was like $40. This is literally a piece of board that goes on your stomach just to flatten it. And let me tell you, you just got lipoed. You need to mold your body. And if I just would wear my garment without this, my body would like form a line like across my abs. So make sure, like, I'm sure your doctor will like let you know, but if you can buy it before your surgery, like online, because I'm sure your doctor will sell it to you for way more of a higher price. So it's just a board. It's, I don't know, I got this at his office. Now these two, these go under your garment and you just put them around your waistline. So you just put them around your waistline. Okay, another question is, will you have cellulite and stretch marks? That's another reason my doctor didn't want to put more fat in my butt. And we had extra fat that actually like got taken out of my body and thrown away because he didn't want to insert it, also because of cellulite. I feel like I always had like this one dimple on my butt cheek. I feel like I have a little bit more, but not like a lot more. And honestly, I feel like I don't really mind cellulite. Like, it's just natural. Stretch marks. I have so many stretch marks on my boobs, and it's obviously understandable because I literally went from like an A to a double D. Like, that's a lot of stretch marks. Did you get your breasts, your implant through your nipple or under? I actually did go through my nipple. I know that there's like a higher chance of infections, but I asked my doctor and he agreed with it. And I had a pretty tiny nipple and it did stretch out, so it's bigger right now. It's not like huge, but it's not like as tiny as it was. And I did have a tiny nipple. I want to say like my nipple was like it was really small. I do have a scar there, but honestly I feel like you can't even tell. Like, I love that I didn't get it put under here because I would have hated that scar. Like, honestly, I'm just so happy he went through the nipple. How many scars do I have in total? If you're gonna do all this, you do have a lot of scars. So I did get my double chin removed because, girl, I had a double chin going on. Especially after I gained 20 pounds, I had a double chin going on. So I can't even see my freaking scars, but I have 3. 1, 2, 3. Legit, I don't think you can see them. Okay, there's 1 right there, and there's just like 2 here. Now let's see. I have 1, 2. You guys look at my boobs. Oh wait, here, I can show you guys. I can show you guys like the stretch marks. I do have a lot of stretch marks. As you can see, they're still like red, but I think they will get like pink. I have 2 scars here. I have 1 scar there. I have 1 on the opposite side, and then I did get my like pubic area reduced. I have a total of 12. Did my chin removal hurt? No, that didn't feel a thing. So I think I'll just do like an updated video within maybe a 6-month video. If you guys have any questions for that video that I'll be filming, then leave them down below, or I'll just answer them down in the comments if I can't make the video, because I know how important it is to get your questions answered. I'll show you guys more clips here if I have anything ready, anything. I'll show you guys my 3-month. I'll film it tomorrow. And yeah, again, if you want to do the surgery, you know, go for it. A lot of people are against plastic surgery. I just feel like whatever makes you happy, just do it. Before this, like, I was just so insecure. Like, I just love wearing cute outfits, and I feel like not everything went with me just because I had like a freaking box body. And I understand out there if you have that, like, what the struggle is like with clothes. I totally get it. And this just has made me it just has made it so easier to buy clothes. I remember back then I would go like to the stores and I would literally struggle so much. I would get so frustrated that nothing looked good on me, even if I was like thin, and I would just leave. And I remember after my surgery, when I went to Forever 21 over there in Mexico, I literally wanted to cry. I was getting so emotional because I was like, oh my gosh, like I got it done. Like this is what I wanted. Like now I can come in the store and shop for whatever I want. And you know, I don't know, it's just something I feel like I had to do personally for myself, not for anybody else, just for myself. And if you want to do it, as like I said, just go for it. Of course, be safe, find the perfect doctor, find what's gonna work for you. But yeah, you guys, let me know if you guys have any questions. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for those who are waiting forever for this video. Make sure to like this video, subscribe down below, click the little bell, and let me know what you guys want to watch. Let me know. Bye.